Hello dear students, today we are going to study about comparison of adjectives. So let's start. Before starting this chapter, we should know what is noun. Noun is a naming word we know well as Aruna, India, book, pen. And then we should know pronoun. Pronoun is a word which is used in place of noun as she, he, we, it, and so on. And now we should know what is adjective. Adjective is a qualifying word to a noun or pronoun. It means before understanding adjective, we must have known about noun or pronoun. So the word which qualify to a noun or pronoun is called an adjective, right? As clever, poor, costly, large. If I say you are clever, our India is poor country. This mobile is costly. UP is a large state. So these are the things. But whenever we qualify to anything, anyone, anybody, then definitely we can qualify with three ways. There are only three ways to qualify to a noun or a pronoun. That's why there are 3 degrees of comparison of adjectives. First one we can say the positive degree. It is the simple form of adjectives. It is used when no comparison is intended. Means no comparison is made. Like Aruna is a clever girl. Here we have to know, or we are able to know the quality of Aruna. Okay, but we are not making comparison with another person of Aruna. Only while looking the word clever from the sentence, we can say this sentence is in positive degree. The second one is comparative degree. It denotes a higher degree of the quality than the positive. It means it is higher than positive. It is used when two nouns are compared. Here, two nouns. Then or to is used after the adjective of comparative degree. As Aruna is cleverer than Niti. You are superior to Mona. Here than and to has been used. Third one is the superlative degree. It denotes the highest quality. It is used when more than two nouns are compared. The definite article the is used before an adjective in the superlative degree. As Aruna is the cleverest girl in the class. Here Aruna has been compared with all the students of the class. Now how to learn them? So there is simple trick here we can understand that we can learn them positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. 80% of adjectives can be made with ER or IER, and in superlative we can use EST or IEST. As tall may become taller, and in superlative form it will become tallest. We have used here ER and EST. 18% of adjectives having two or more syllable. You know very well, syllable means when we pronounce any word and we make part while speaking of that word, that is called syllable. So can be made with more and most, like beautiful. There are two syllables of this word, beautiful. That's why we'll use more beautiful, and in superlative form most beautiful. There are around 2% adjectives which have no rule to form it. That's why we have to learn them as good, better, best. There is no rules for such adjectives. So this is the simple trick by which you may understand about degrees, how to learn, because all adjectives we can't learn. We have to understand the concept of it. Okay. Now the next thing is comparatives followed by to. The following comparatives that end in or are followed by to instead of then. By the way, before some time we have studied that after comparative degrees adjective we use then, but there are some adjectives like inferior, superior, junior, senior, superior. We use to after these adjectives, not then, as she is inferior to Nisa in intelligence. Our goods are superior to those coming from abroad. James is junior to all his brothers. All his cousins are senior to him. This event took place prior to the First World War. So you have understood well that after these adjectives we use to, not then. The correct use of some adjectives like later, latest, last. Later and latest refer to time, whether later and last refer to position. Anita arrived later than I expected, showing time. We have not heard the latest news. Latest is showing time. The later chapters are very short. Here, later is showing position. The last chapter is very interesting. Here, last showing position. Now we are to study second one. Elder, older, eldest, oldest. Elder and eldest are used only for persons, not for animals or things, and their use is now confined to members of the same family. It means elder and eldest are used in same family, in relationship. Elder is not used with then but to. It means to is used after elder, not then. Older and oldest are used for both persons and things. Joe is my elder brother, person in the same family. That's why we have used here elder, not older. He is elder to me. We shouldn't speak he is elder than me. Then is incorrect. He is not my eldest brother, person in the same family. That's why we have used here eldest. He is older than my sister. So person other than same family. He means someone else. This is the oldest temple in Goa. Here we are talking about anything. That's why we have used oldest. So you should understand this thing, that elder and eldest can be used in family, while older and oldest can be used for things and for person as well, but other than same family. Now further and further. Further means more distant or advanced. Further means additional, extra. Like Kolkata is farther from the equator than Colombo, showing distance. I must have a reply without further delay, means extra delay. Nearest and next. Nearest denotes distance. Next denotes position. Mumbai is the port nearest to Kochi, showing distance. My friend lives in the next house, showing position. Now we are to study interchange of degrees of comparison. It is possible to change the degree of comparison of an adjective or adverb in a sentence without changing its meaning. It means we can change positive degree to comparative or superlative or vice versa. Like, no other metal is as valuable as gold. That is positive degree. How should I find out? Valuable, more valuable, most valuable. Just before some time I had told you that by looking only adjective we can say that the given sentence is positive or comparative or superlative. Like, gold is more valuable. Only after looking more valuable you can say the given sentence is in comparative form or comparative degree. So gold is more valuable than any other metal. Gold is the most valuable of all the metals. The most valuable means superlative form of the adjective. Ashoka was one of the greatest kings. Superlative. Ashoka was greater than most other things. So here, greater than, it means comparative. Very few kings were as great as Ashoka. As great as Ashoka means positive. Ahmad is more intelligent than Fatima. More intelligent means comparative. Fatima is not so intelligent as Ahmad. So as we use in positive degree. We have never seen so beautiful a city as Bengaluru. Beautiful means positive. Bengaluru is more beautiful than any other city that we have ever seen. That is comparative. Bengaluru is the most beautiful city that we have ever seen. That is superlative. So these are the comparison interchange of degrees. Now the assignment which has been given in our book. Change the degrees of comparison without changing the meanings. This stone is less heavy than that. Means that stone is heavier than this one. Our horse is better trained than yours. Means your horse is not as good trained as ours. Kindness is the greatest virtue in the world. No other virtue is as great as kindness in the world. Greenland is the largest island. No other island is as large as Greenland. Mount K2 is less high than Mount Everest. Mount Everest is higher than Mount K2. There are few cities in India as hot as Agra. Agra is hotter than most of the cities in India. This book is less expensive than the one we bought yesterday. The book we bought yesterday is more expensive than this one. I am as strong as he is. He is stronger than I am. He is less intelligent than his cousin. His cousin is more intelligent than him. Nehru was one of the greatest leaders. Most of the leaders were not as great as Nehru. We have changed it in positive degree. Now the second exercise. Write the following according to the instructions given after each. Change only enough to do what you asked and make a correct sentence. Do not alter the meaning. You have to make your sentence say the same thing but in different way. Very few countries are as hot as Nigeria. Here we are to use hotter in place of hot. Hotter means we are to make this positive degree into comparative. So Nigeria is hotter than most of the countries. A sunset on sea is one of the loveliest things in nature. We are to begin this sentence with very few things in nature. Very few things in nature are as lovely as a sunset on sea. I have never seen so big a diamond as this. We are to end this sentence with and I have ever seen. This diamond is bigger than that I have ever seen. No other religious book is as popular in India as the Gita. We are to use most popular means superlative degree. The Gita is the most popular book in India. Iron is the most useful of all the metals. We are to use more useful means comparative degree. No other metal is more useful than iron. She is the cleverest pupil in her class. We are to begin with no other. No other pupil in her class is cleverer than her. Reena is the most industrious student. Industrious means hard worker. Begin Reena is more. Reena is more industrious than any other student. Anita is not as good as a singer as Avanti. We are to use then. Then means comparative degree. Avanti is a better singer than Anita. She could not accuse her because or she could not accuse her sister or her friend. Begin neither. Neither her sister nor her friend could be accused by her. The aeroplane flies faster than words. We are to start this sentence with words. Words do not fly so fast as the aeroplane. That's it. I hope you would have understood this.